Well, I think my immediate reaction would be Jeremy Grant. I think that you could put up a case in either, a little bit smaller ways, but definitely ways for a lot of them. I think actually the accuracy of Ish coming in tripped a lot of the good success that we have had recently. I think that is true. But I feel like just the, general improvement sort of led by Jeremy has been obvious over the past few weeks.
Well, I guess winning that game the other night without Ish is an indication of that, and because you were able to go out there and win an NBA game when Ish wasn't on the floor, where a lot of people felt that was a huge reason you guys were turning it around. It had to make you proud to win that game without him.
Well, that is true. I think for the group to sort of hear the opinion, and mostly accurate, that Ish, came in and was the reason, that isn't true. He's a large part of it, and I feel like for our guys to show what they've done recently, improving, was fantastic on the floor. I think in general, Mike, they're just a great sort of spirit in the group. We've played championship-level type teams close. We feel disappointed not to have won some of them. And I think right now we're in a lot different place than the last time you and I spoke.
Well, you said we feel like we should have won some of them. Some of them are against Golden State and the Clippers. There's a lot of teams in this league who, I don't want to say go into that game feeling like, they're going to have a rough night. You probably have a case to say you should have beaten both of those teams.
And I think Chicago, we were there playing Chicago in the overtime games. We've been there at the end, and it's one of those things as a young team you go through and you try to learn. You deal a lot with situational basketball and trying to get our young guys to learn how to close games out. This year we've been sort of hard done by in some ways, some self-inflicted, some just the hoop god spoke. And the other night Redick made a tough shot. And I think in general, the group has responded well after Christmas to just playing extremely competitive basketball.
Hey, what did you, Coach, learn from that last minute of that game? I mean, here's your team, you're leading, and he hits that three, and then that final possession, Jaleel shoots that fadeaway kind of jumper there. Is that something that, you guys just don't have a lot of experience in that moment? Is that something that you take from that situation?
Oh, you're always looking at it. I mean, that play, that look is a play we ran a lot for Duncan over the years. If we had to script it perfectly, we would have had Jaleel catch it 3 feet closer at an elbow. We would have had him turn and face and try to drive DeAndre Jordan. I think we had an advantage. Our two best scorers really are Ish and Jaleel. Ish was struggling, so we went to the target. We put him in a floor spot that we'd do it again. I think that the Redick situation where we missed a switch, we talk about and try to practice as much as we can, those situations where you can on everybody expecting a three. And we missed that. Our group will learn. But truly, not much buyer's remorse. Just really, feel for the fans, feel for the team. Just trying to find a way to win.
I know Brett Brown's with us, head coach of the Sixers. You could probably get asked this question every day, and it's a very fluid. But what more are you getting from the combination of Nerlens and Ja as this season is going on? Are you figuring out more and better ways to keep them together?
Slowly. I think the thing that stands out the most is it helps when the other team has a player that really isn't like a small forward, three-point making type of guy. Tonight, when they put like Rudy Gay at a 4, that is a hard matchup for Jaleel. That is a hard matchup for Nerlens. When you can play against like a Brooklyn team that has Thaddeus Young and Brook Lopez, or DeAndre Jordan and Luke Mbamute, really all those players I've just said aren't stretch the floor type players. That is an easier way to defend than the alternative. And I think out of everything at this stage of the season, that stands out the most.
What else are, from right around Christmas time to now, it's been about 2 months, how much more are you learning about Jaleel Okafor? He seems like some nights he's 20 points and he's 17 rebounds the other night, and other nights he's 13. What more are you learning about him? What kind of makes him go on a given night?
I think the first thing I'm learning is he lets me coach him. He wants to be coached. You can have very, very candid conversations about where you see him, what you expect from him. You can point at specific things that we chart every game on. You either did it or you didn't. He's very, very coachable. He cares. He's got pride. He wants to get better. He's been a fantastic teammate when I don't play him sometimes at the end of the game for the matchup reasons we just spoke of. I think all those off-court type thing, attitude type thing, he's been A+. When I coach him on the floor, he is so gifted offensively. It's not just at a block. Sometimes matchups don't favor him when he's got to go against DeAndre or one of the Lopez brothers that just has that equal weight and 3 inches taller. You know, you can bring him out to an elbow, as we tried to do. He can score, I think, in that capacity. Defensively, lately, we've been moving him to 4 men and letting him try to experience guarding Thaddeus Young and like a Luke Mbamute. Tonight, he'll start out on Cauley Stein, and that allows us to have Nerlens stay at the rim where we feel like his strength is. So all those things, Mike, you know, it's a big, big question you just asked. But on first glance, that's what comes to my mind.
Coach, would you describe Nerlens as one of the elite rim protectors, meaning a guy that if you want to win an NBA championship, he is the piece that is on your floor? Because he seems like he's such a havoc wrecker when he is in the middle of the paint. And it's like, you know, people, their theories of they can't play together or someone's got to go. It seems hard-pressed that if you want to win an NBA championship with defense, that he's a hard guy to give up on.
Well,
not implying that you're ready to give up on him, by the way.
No. But I hear your question, and you are right. I mean, we're committed to trying to make this work, to grow our young guys. You know, we're experiencing ways. How do you do that and still try to go find a win? That is a delicate balance. I feel that with Nerlens, elite A+ athleticism, as you've just alluded to, it is true. I don't remember, you know, seeing a player that can cover as much ground in a short period of time and jump twice, you know, be able to miss the first block and then go after the second block, hit the floor and go back up. And really it's all sort of wrapped up in just that athleticism that we spoke of. And he is an elite defender, and so at times that sure becomes valuable.
What will Coach Brett Brown do with this time off here? It's 8-44. It's been a long season, obviously. You're constantly teaching. You're constantly grinding. What will these next few days have in store for you?
Well, I'm taking my whole family to see Bruce Springsteen on Friday night, which is a real treat. Which is a real treat for me. I hope my 11-year-old likes it as much as I do. I've been trying to groom him to like Rosalita and Jungleland and Badlands and making him watch, you know, live in Dublin and live in Barcelona, trying to get him a scouting report before we leave. But Friday night we'll be doing that. I'll be coaching my young son's basketball team a lot throughout the week. When I came to Philadelphia, we purchased a very, very old home, so we're going to try to, you know, have a little bit of an effort on some minor renovations and just enjoy my family. You know, for me, peace of mind and just spending time with my kids and my wife, my family is relaxation for me.
Well, that's good to hear. Get some R&R in the second half. A lot of more growth down the road, and we will see them tonight against the Kings, a team that they have beaten once already this year. And you can hear the game on 97.3 ESPN. Sixers coach Brett Brown, always a pleasure. Enjoy your time off after tonight, Coach.
Mike, thanks for having me.